In the world of WWE, where hard-hitting action and dramatic showdowns unfold weekly, there's something even stronger than a devastating finisher: love paired with influence. WWE has never been short on iconic couples who command both the ring and the spotlight backstage. From champions who've held countless titles to figures who reshaped the landscape of professional wrestling, these couples weren't just partners in life, they made history together. Today, Wrestling Sphere takes a look at the most powerful couples in WWE history. Number 10. Natalya and Tyson Kidd. When talking about long-lasting and influential couples in professional wrestling, you can't leave out Natalya and Tyson Kidd. Both are products of the legendary Hart Dungeon, the same wrestling school that produced icons like Bret, the Hitman Hart, and Owen Hart. Growing up with shared values and a passion for the business forged a bond that transcended both their relationship and careers. Natalya, known for her technical style, endurance, and adaptability, is one of the most respected women in WWE history. A multi-time champion, she's also one of the longest-tenured female wrestlers in the company, earning admiration for her consistency and unwavering dedication. She's a role model for future generations. Tyson Kidd, despite his in-ring career being cut short due to a serious injury, left a strong impression with his technical skills and intelligent ring work, earning 3 tag team championship reigns. After retiring from competition, he didn't walk away from the industry. Instead, he transitioned to a backstage role as a producer, passing on his valuable knowledge and experience to rising stars. Their love story isn't flashy, but it's solid. They've stood by each other through every peak and valley. Together since the early 2000s, Natalya and Tyson Kidd embody resilience, loyalty, and the strength that comes from a shared wrestling legacy. Number 9. Brock Lesnar and Sable. In a world where the spotlight never dims, one couple chose to step out of the glare, yet their presence still commands the utmost respect in the wrestling world: Brock Lesnar and Sable. They rarely appear together on camera, stay silent on social media, and avoid public attention, but their influence and status are undeniable. Brock Lesnar is the embodiment of raw power. A 10-time world champion and the man who ended The Undertaker's legendary WrestleMania streak, Lesnar is a true game-changer. With unmatched speed, brute force, and a ruthless fighting style, he's a nightmare for any opponent. His career has spanned WWE, UFC, and even the NFL. No matter where he goes, the name Brock Lesnar always commands attention. Sable, one of the earliest female icons of WWE's Attitude Era, was a women's champion who helped pave the way for future generations of women in wrestling. Known for her allure, fierce personality, and commanding presence, she played a major role in shifting perceptions about women's roles in the industry. While both achieved incredible success on their own, it's their quiet bond that intrigues fans the most. They keep their private life shielded from the public eye, yet remain a constant source of strength for each other. In WWE, few couples blend star power and mystique quite like Brock Lesnar and Sable. They don't need to flaunt anything, because their names alone speak volumes. Number 8. CM Punk and AJ Lee. CM Punk and AJ Lee weren't just major WWE figures, they were symbols of rebellion, authenticity, and individuality. Both left powerful legacies in their own right, but together, their presence became even more magnetic. CM Punk rose to prominence as one of the most influential stars of the early 2010s. A Triple Crown champion and the man behind one of the longest WWE championship reigns of the modern era, over 400 days, Punk proved he was irreplaceable. Known for his sharp mic skills and bold in-ring style, every appearance sparked a reaction and left an impression. AJ Lee was just as impactful. A 3-time Divas champion, she stood out not just as a top performer, but as a trailblazer who challenged outdated norms for female wrestlers. With her mischievous charm, intelligence, and unique character work, AJ captivated audiences every time she stepped into the ring. Though both have stepped away from WWE, their influence endures. Punk and AJ represent a generation unafraid to speak out, to stand firm in their beliefs, and to break away from the mold. They didn't need gimmicks or drama. Their authenticity and connection to the fans made them unforgettable. A true power couple defined not by flash, but by fierce individuality. Number 7. Jimmy Uso and Naomi. When it comes to the perfect mix of speed, skill, and stage presence, few duos shine brighter than Jimmy Uso and Naomi, one of the most impactful couples in modern WWE. Their success isn't just defined by individual achievements, but by the strength of their partnership both inside and outside the ring. Jimmy Uso, one half of the legendary tag team the Usos, has cemented his legacy with 8 tag team championship reigns. The Usos are more than just a team, they're a symbol of unity, resilience, and bloodline pride. With explosive offense, seamless teamwork, and unmatched passion, Jimmy has helped dominate the tag team division for years alongside his brother. Naomi, on the other hand, represents pure creativity and charisma in the women's division. Known for her signature dance moves, electric entrances, and unique ring style, she's a 2-time women's champion who brings both flair and fight to every performance. Naomi isn't just an athlete, she's a true artist in the ring. Their influence doesn't come from flashy headlines, but from staying true to themselves in WWE's demanding environment. As symbols of loyalty, mutual respect, and authenticity, Jimmy Uso and Naomi perfectly embody what it means to be a true power couple in the tag team universe. Number 6. Charlotte Flair and Andrade. Charlotte Flair and Andrade are more than just talented wrestlers. They represent a fusion of wrestling royalty and relentless ambition. Coming from different backgrounds, they share a common drive, the desire to dominate the world of professional wrestling. Charlotte Flair, forever linked to the legacy of Ric Flair, has proven she's not simply living in her father's shadow. With 9 women's championship reigns, she's redefined what it means to be a female superstar in today's era. Charlotte embodies elegance, elite skill, and commanding presence. When her music hits, the entire arena pays attention. Every match she's in is a masterclass in dominance, precision, and control. Andrade, a former NXT champion, blends lucha libre tradition with modern power and agility. His in-ring style is smooth, technical, and calculated. When he joined the main roster, Andrade captured attention not only through his performances, but also due to his relationship with Charlotte, a connection that brought him more visibility and opportunities with both fans and management. Even when they worked in separate promotions, Charlotte and Andrade remained a regal force in the eyes of the wrestling world. The pairing of WWE's queen with a warrior from the heart of lucha libre culture made headlines and turned heads. Together, they exemplify a couple with power, presence, and undeniable prestige. Number 5. The Undertaker and Michelle McCool. Not every couple needs to constantly appear on screen together to show their impact. The Undertaker and Michelle McCool are living proof of that, a quiet yet powerful union that commands deep respect from fans worldwide. The Undertaker, one of the most revered figures in WWE history, carved out a legendary legacy through unforgettable moments. A 4-time world champion and the man behind the iconic undefeated WrestleMania streak that lasted over 2 decades, Taker symbolizes loyalty, endurance, and an unmatched presence. When the bell tolls, fans don't just expect a match, they witness the return of an entire era. Michelle McCool, a 4-time women's champion, was a trailblazer during a transitional time for WWE's women's division. Known for her solid in-ring ability and her ability to redefine what it meant to be a female superstar, both alluring and dangerous, Michelle stood out not for gimmicks, but for her professionalism and undeniable talent. Though they rarely appear together as a couple on screen, their influence goes far beyond what happens in the ring. They've maintained their individual personas while supporting each other behind the scenes, preserving their legacies with mutual respect and grace. A low-profile couple, but one whose names are always spoken with the highest admiration. Number 4. Edge and Beth Phoenix. When it comes to couples with both legendary careers and the hearts of fans, Edge and Beth Phoenix are always near the top of the list. Not only are they exceptional individually, but together they represent the perfect blend of talent, fame, and unwavering respect for one another. Edge, a Grand Slam champion, is one of WWE's most well-rounded superstars. With over 30 titles throughout his career, including multiple world championships, he's the embodiment of intensity, intelligence, and resilience. Forced into early retirement due to a serious injury, Edge made a triumphant comeback, proving that passion and determination never fade. Every time he steps in the ring, he's not just competing, he's telling a story. Beth Phoenix, known as the Glamazon, is one of the strongest and most respected women of her era. A 4-time Divas/Women's champion, she overpowered her opponents with both physical dominance and mental toughness. Beth wasn't just a competitor, she helped reshape the perception of women in wrestling, becoming a symbol of strength, ambition, and belief in oneself. What sets Edge and Beth apart is their unwavering bond and support for one another. They don't need to play the loud power couple role, yet every time they appear together, whether in the ring or during life's big moments, they leave fans genuinely moved. Two legends. Two fierce personalities. One enduring love in the glow of the spotlight. Number 3. The Miz and Maryse. If there's one couple who've conquered both the wrestling ring and mainstream entertainment, it's the Miz and Maryse. Known as WWE's It Couple, they've earned the title not just for their fame, but for their ability to own every spotlight, whether it's inside the squared circle or on hit reality shows. The Miz, one of the most successful and enduring superstars of the modern era, is a Grand Slam champion who has held every major title in WWE. A two-time WWE champion, he started his career doubted by many, but through grit, wit, and unmatched mic skills, he proved every critic wrong. His cunning in-ring style and relentless drive have secured his place among the elite. Maryse, a two-time Divas champion, wasn't just one of the most glamorous women of her time. She also understood the entertainment side of wrestling better than most. Though she eventually stepped away from active competition, she returned as a key on-screen ally to her husband. With her presence, Maryse elevated the Miz's persona, helped create unforgettable moments, and often played a pivotal role in his matches. Together, they're more than just a married couple, they're a brand. Every time the Miz and Maryse walk out together, fans don't just see two attractive personalities, they see two sharp, media-savvy performers who know how to steal the show. They are the very definition of WWE's It Couple. Number 2. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. When it comes to modern-day power couples in WWE, no duo stands taller than Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Both are world-class talents with legendary careers and are symbols of evolution, rebellion, and dominance both inside and outside the ring. Seth Rollins is a Grand Slam champion, an achievement reserved for the most well-rounded WWE superstars. A multiple-time world champion, Rollins is known for his elite technical ability, explosive speed, and magnetic presence. Whether portraying a devious heel or a rebellious hero, he continuously reinvents himself, keeping his character fresh and relevant through every era. Becky Lynch, also known as The Man, broke barriers and redefined what it means to be a female WWE superstar. A face of the women's revolution, she's captured numerous championships and, at her peak, was the company's top star, regardless of gender. Her bold personality, unshakable resilience, and fearless fighting spirit have made her a generational icon. Their most iconic moment came when both held WWE's top titles at the same time, an incredibly rare and historic feat. While each has already achieved greatness on their own, together they form an irreplaceable duo. Rollins and Lynch aren't just title holders, they're the blueprint for what a modern wrestling power couple looks like. Number 1. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. No couple in WWE history combines on-screen impact with behind-the-scenes authority quite like Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. They've not only played major roles in some of the most memorable storylines, but they've also been instrumental in shaping and running the company's future. Triple H, a cornerstone of WWE's golden era, is a 14-time world champion. As the leader of iconic factions like D-Generation X and Evolution, he's been a central figure through every major transition period. Beyond the ring, he proved to be a visionary. In his role as Chief Content Officer, Triple H spearheaded the rise of NXT, transforming it into a developmental powerhouse that produced an entire generation of new WWE superstars. Stephanie McMahon, born into wrestling royalty, has shown she's far more than just the boss's daughter. On screen, she played the role of a cunning, calculated executive with commanding presence. Off-screen, as former Chief Brand Officer, she was the driving force behind WWE's global image and corporate outreach. Though she only held a women's title once, her influence goes far beyond championship records. Stephanie understands the true value of the brand and how to make it thrive. Triple H and Stephanie aren't just partners, they are the embodiment of total dominance. When two individuals of such stature unite, they don't just control the ring, they hold the future of WWE in their hands. A power alliance that remains unmatched, both in front of the camera and behind the curtain. From quiet love stories to dynamic in-ring alliances, they represent the true power of connection and strength. Don't forget to like the video and follow Wrestling Sphere for more unique stories from the world of WWE.